We're there everywhere. The light is in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Queer There Everywhere. On my server today, I have two very special guests. One in particular. This is baby Eden. Hey. And this is Mummy. This is Lola. She is an international techno DJ. She is an absolute sensation. Am I right in you DJ'd in Prague 8 months pregnant?
I did, yeah. Just under 8 months. I headlined a club in Prague, and it was their 105th birthday, I think. It's been open for 105 years. It used to be like a can club and all of that jazz. Yeah.
So cool. How did everyone react?
People were either fascinated or weirded out. So
Weird
because I
that
had a big
people are,
bump, and I did have a big bump.
so weird that people are weirded out. It's such a, I mean, I am expecting.
Also with child.
I am. There's two cavapoos in here, celebrating pregnancy, celebrating women, and we were. You were talking to me about breastfeeding.
Yes. Which I'm gonna have to do in a sec. So we'll see it in all its glory.
Yeah, but you said
Just jumping, but yeah, I didn't realize until I became a mum myself what a thing it is, and what how liberating it is actually to do it as a mum. How special, how amazing it is to do it, but also still having to deal with certain people's reactions to doing it in public. You tend to think, well, I thought that was just a thing of the past, but now I'm doing it myself.
right
You see,
that it's not.
yeah, it's not. And it's not only with like an older generation, it's even younger people sometimes have quite a negative reaction
Yeah.
to breastfeeding in public.
I just feel like, why are people so interested in like all regards and what other people are doing? And hey, girly, hey, Eden.
Just doing it on cue because I need to feed.
Fabulous, fabulous.
Yes, you just think in this day and age people would be unbothered.
Unbothered, and it's none of anyone's business.
No.
And let's all have a brew.
Let's all have our brew. Yeah, it's wild, really, like why anyone would find it offensive. As we know, male nipples are not offensive.
Right? Free the nipple. Free the nipple. But it's just the autonomy that people think for like forever, straight men, over
Mainly.
mainly over like women's bodies, like in all regards, and like the way that it's like sliding with certain things. It's just
Very on point right now with what's going on in the UK.
Did you see the new bill that they put through, that the girls are doing in retaliation? It's in one state. It's really fierce. So they are trying to beat them at their own game. So they're only allowed to ejaculate with the intent of making a baby. And this is pretty fierce. And if they do it without, they get fined, and then the second time fined even more, and the third time fined more, and then there's like a prison sentence and things like this. So, but like,
Whoa.
I know, but then it's like, if you're gonna try and control us like that, then yeah.
Shocking. I've seen people legitimately, seriously posting "Your body, my choice." Men,
Yeah, I know, I've seen that.
That is so wild.
What is going on?
I assumed that was a joke, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So how were people weirded out while you were DJing and pregnant? Like, how are they?
I just think there's a lot of judgmental people, and I think.
But it's like, did you realize where you came from? Like what? Like what?
And I think it's just at odds for some people. Like a woman, a mother, shouldn't be out in a club or shouldn't be DJing. I think female DJs have a lot to contend with. I try not to lean into it too much, but it's very much a thing still that female DJs are considered different to male DJs. For example, getting older as a female DJ, I don't think it's met with the same as. I went through a bit of a midlife crisis of DJing after about 10 years of doing it, when I was suddenly old, 10 years older, and I suddenly thought, oh, I'm not like a young female DJ anymore. I'm not like a middle-aged woman DJ, and you feel like you're being looked at a bit differently, or you're just not as relevant. And I don't necessarily think I mean, I don't know. They might tell me otherwise, but I don't necessarily think older male DJs have that.
I agree. I don't think they do at all. I think if anything, they become more renowned or more like respected and celebrated.
Exactly.
And it's a
Like veteran DJs.
yeah, very that. And I feel like it's just it's women in showbiz all round.
Yeah.
You know, it's
There really aren't that many older women DJs. There's like a handful that I know.
Did you hear Bjork talk about this?
I didn't, but I can imagine that
Well, Bjork was
she's just on point with everything.
yeah,
she
she's
does.
everything. She's amazing. And she was saying that, you know, the shame around oh, you know, when people say, oh, after 30, you shouldn't be in a club, you shouldn't be dancing. After 40 years old, you should be out dancing in a club and what have you. But like dancing, the ritual of like listening to music or coming together in ceremony and that whole thing is so important. And it's, you know, you would see people dancing in a salsa class. I did live in Spain on and off with a year and a half, darling. So, you know, she's slightly appropriating, but you know, I did live there. I know. The husband got me in Sevilla. I did like 3 tours with different shows on there. Loved it. Love Spain. And it's the most natural, beautiful, gorgeous thing in the world. And you know, why shouldn't you be in these spaces? Why shouldn't everybody in these spaces? Just boxes and rules and like all these made up things. It's just
It is like that's right. They're just made up.
made up. It's made up. It's like, you know, even the word made up is made up. It's like, you know.
My goodness. And like, I just don't see how it could be off-putting, really. It's a baby feeding, you know.
Have people said things or is it not?
No, but so I was even in the waiting room at the hospital for a hospital appointment and the, you know, gynecology and maternity level of the hospital. So everyone else there is a mother, expectant mother, or, you know, a woman waiting for an appointment. But obviously they're with husbands and family. And I breastfed her while I was waiting for my appointment. And I had 2 different guys just looking over like they were just disgusted. And my wonderful husband ended up getting out the, you know, the little blanket and just, you know, draping it over me, not to like hide me, but just because he felt that I would then want to be covered up because of the looks I was getting, you know. And it's
Did you discuss that with him afterwards? Like, how did you feel about that?
yeah, I mean, he completely supports my right to feed wherever I want. He was feeling the looks from these guys and was thinking, oh my God, you know, he was wondering how that was going to be making me feel.
How does it make you feel?
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, it made me feel like I was doing something wrong, which was not, and it made me almost angry. I almost wanted to feel like just basically just if you don't like it, don't look.
Like
You have that option. Look the other way.
with everything. Right? With everything.
With everything.
Yeah. I think it's like the people that are so obsessed with what other people are doing and they make their entire personality around judging people and others, it's because, well, they haven't done the work on themselves to see how magical everything is. And,
Yeah.
you know,
They're just living in a very small world, I think.
I don't think they like themselves.
I don't think they like
and they're something is being projected.
Yeah, well, how about the fact that most people that are upset with trans are straight men? Straight cis men. Like,
Straight
weird.
cis men.
Yeah,
And
they're the most triggered.
well, because I think
Women.
the reason why is, and I don't know if anyone can convince me differently, is that they're projecting all of the disgusting things that straight men do to women,
Yeah.
regardless.
Yeah. That could be it.
You know, all the violence and, you know, they're projecting that and all that, you know, it's to make themselves feel better about,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What else could it be?
I think we both shared the same video, didn't we? Well, I saw that you shared it and then I shared it too, which was just amazing.
That's that wonderful straight guy.
A wonderful straight guy that was saying, if you care so much about protecting women, why don't we look at the fact that the biggest perpetrator of attacking women are straight cis men?
Yeah. And that, you know, we have
We start there.
we have a rapist in office.
And we have a rapist in such a humongous,
The biggest.
important position.
Yeah. It's
You're-
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a time. But
I want to cover your ears, little one. I don't want you to know about all these things that are going on. I like your booty. They're so cute. Yeah. I mean, It's just, what can we do other than
Just keep doing this.
keep doing this,
Yeah.
celebrating.
Celebrating life.
It's life. It's
And life in all its forms.
yeah, everything in
music,
between, and music and
dancing.
love,
Yeah.
new life, new gorgeous life. Look at her eyes.
She's fabulous.
And you had a bit of a rocky after pregnancy, after your birth, didn't
I
you?
did. I had what was supposed to be, was on track to be a, oh dear, a natural, straightforward birth, ended up, kind of descending into chaos.
Yeah.
And then loads of interventions and an emergency operation. And,
Wow.
it was way more traumatic than I ever could have envisaged.
You're a rock star, girl.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
You are. Well, you are. I mean, DJing, going through all of that, like, coming on here to celebrate breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Anybody that has an issue with it, you really, really need to go away and have a word with yourself. Quite honestly,
You do.
like it's like what is that about?
Yeah.
It's about anytime anything triggers you, you have to be like, okay, what is that? And then
Yes, exactly.
and then work out what is it a mirror?
Start there. Why is this triggering me?
Why is that triggering me?
Right.
That's the stuff to like work out, because it's not about whoever it is. It's always about you.
Might you agree, Eden?
Yes. Yes. When do you think you'll be back DJing?
Well, I'm eager to get back
Yeah.
to it as soon as possible, whilst also not wanting to be away from this one yet. And, so when the time is right.
Yeah.
But, I've got over the midlife crisis of DJing that I talked about a couple of years ago. I'm now super happy to be an older female DJ and,
Paving the way.
paving the way.
Yeah.
Being a mom who's a DJ.
Yeah.
There's, I don't know if you know Juliet Fox. She's a
Yes.
female techno DJ, way more famous than me and brilliant. And she's just had a little one as well. So she's been very vocal and public about her pregnancy and her birth and her gigs. She was also doing gigs with the bump out here. So,
Yeah.
I'm not the only one. There's loads of us probably. And yeah, I just think it's about embracing it. And I'm looking forward to getting back to my roots and doing more underground stuff.
Yeah. Where's your favourite places to DJ?
Oh, God. So many. But I mean, Egg, it was my first residency.
I've seen you at Egg.
Well, Final Lightbox and Egg were my first proper residencies in London about a decade ago or more. And so I would always love being back there. It was like home. But abroad as well, I got a little fan base in Prague and Malta, Italy. So, when the time is right, I'll hopefully be on the road again. Oh dear.
Are you going to go mummy's gigs? I have to use a pair of those like baby cans.
You know what? I haven't got them yet, but I'm going to order some.
What colour?
Oh, pink. I think pink or orange, something
fun.
bright and fun and fabulous. We're a bit muted today, aren't we? But we're just left our baby cocoon for the
Neutral tones.
one of the first times.
She's got the most beautiful eyes.
Thank you. And she's a bit ginger,
Awesome.
which is fabulous. First thing we said when we saw her, me and Lucas, they lifted her up and we went, she's ginger.
Amazing.
And she also, as well as she came to a fair few gigs with me while I was playing, and she also came to a festival in Amsterdam, at Ibiza.
Yeah.
We were supposed to see Crazy P in Ibiza, weren't we? And then, a week after she passed away, I was out there, and sadly I didn't get to see her, but we were there. I was there rocking out.
See, I reckon you got the music in you,
She does.
girly.
She does.
And you were a dancer first.
I was.
Yes.
In fact, that's where we first met.
It was where we met in, was it Pineapple Dance Studios?
I think so.
Mark
Spirit as
Battle.
well, we did.
Yeah, Spirit of the Dance. Did we do Spirit together?
Not together.
Not together, but we did.
to-
Yeah. Yeah. Where did you go?
I did UK tour, did art and a residency in Ireland, and then in Europe a couple of
You
times.
did the Irish dance show.
Yeah, the Irish dance.
How was it for you?
God, do you know what? That was one of the most amazing experiences. It was the most hardcore thing
So hard.
that I've done,
So hard.
honestly. But it was amazing, and it was, brutal, and we weren't treated that well. We weren't looked after that well. It was just a very brutal schedule, and it was like sink or swim, wasn't it? It was like do or die. But I loved it. I've never done anything before or since really of that intensity and that.
Oh, I've never danced as hard as that.
No.
How were your knees and your shins?
Oh my God, I was so injured by then. I had stress fractures in both my shins. I was dancing on stress fractures for weeks, if not months.
You know, I had such bad shin splints. Did you do the ice baths?
Yeah. Well, we were doing 2 shows a day sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And you'd come off from the first show and you would just get in a bin of ice.
Yeah, they do, like rugby players do it as well, don't they? Like up to here, but these shin bins, these ice baths, like in the wings. It was.
I mean, that was 100% the fittest I've been in my entire life, and even then, it was hard to make it through the show because it was so intense.
Yeah.
I was drinking like a Lucozade like that per show, so 2 a day if I had 2 shows, and I was taking like paracetamol and ibuprofen every 4 hours.
Gosh, me too. I was like, depending on where I was in the world, America, I remember like boshing ibuprofen, like paracetamol and Gatorades.
Yeah.
China, I think I was Red Bulls but like
Of course you did China.
Yeah, I did like all over Israel, Spain. But I in China, because on the tours we would have a physio, but they could never fix my shin splints.
No.
But we were in Shanghai, and I went down this like back street, and I went in there to like a massage parlor, you know, like one of the feet ones.
Yeah.
And I went in there, and she didn't speak any English, but she started on my feet, and then she did about 30 seconds, and then she pointed to my shins, and she was like, can I? And I was like, yeah, go on then. So she got in there, and I was like crying in there for like an hour. Woke up the next day, gone.
No.
Never came back.
Why did I not have this?
Baby. That's when my fascination with like Eastern like medicine and practices. I was like, okay. Because I had physios in America, physios like, you know, trying all sorts and the shin bones and the this and that. Yeah.
I had like sports physiotherapy for it and nothing worked.
Yeah.
But speaking of Eastern medicine, before I was pregnant and when I was pregnant, I really got into acupuncture for the first time. And it turned out to be incredible. And in fact, she was transverse breech. She was kind of the wrong way up and also going across. So my bump was really wide because her feet, as you can see, she's quite long.
Yeah.
And her feet in her head were like this.
So breech is when they are.
Breech is when they're head up.
Yeah.
Instead of.
And transverse is at the side.
Yeah. So she got diagonal. She would reach and transverse.
Wow.
And this was, I was over 30 weeks, so it wasn't that long to go, and they can always turn after that, but there's no guarantee that they will. So I started freaking out because I just really wanted this natural birth.
Yeah.
So I went back to the acupuncturist, and they did like stimulated certain acupuncture points. Yeah. And I mean putting the needle in and wiggling it.
Like where?
Like back of your ankles, lower back.
Yeah.
So it was really intense. Obviously, acupuncture, you don't really feel the needle, but this was like
this you did.
And within a week, she'd turned. I had 2-3 sessions.
And she turned from the acupuncture.
Yeah, and she turned. So go Eastern.
Well, it's like and it's the ancient like knowledge, isn't it? That they've like held on to. I saw this gorgeous show, Chinese show that they're not allowed. It's over here. I can't remember what they're called. I'll like remember it in a bit. But they tour everywhere, but they're not allowed to do it in China because of like how things are out there.
Right.
And it was gorgeous. They had like some of the types of dancing and like the props that they had. They had this sleeve dance, like these huge sleeves that they like they catch and they go like meters in the air and they're made of like silk and it was so pretty. It was really cool, and they'd like told all these stories and yeah, all that like really ancient like First Nation knowledge when they were like everybody was in touch with, you know, the planet. Are you vegan?
I was.
I know you was
shortly, but well, I've done veganism. I'm vegetarian. I've been vegetarian since I was
veggie. Yeah,
and I've done spells of being vegan.
Yeah,
I was vegan before I realized I was pregnant, and then for the pregnancy, I went back to being veggie, but I'm going back to it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm actually, for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to anyway, and two, I just want to see what effect it has on her if I cut out cow's milk and dairy and skeet, you know, how she feels about that, and how tummy is.
Well, I'm so lactose intolerant, and apparently when I was born, all I did was cry and cry and cry and cry. But if I eat dairy, I get like sharp shooting pains. It's horrendous. So I'm like,
I mean, I don't have an intolerance, but she might, you know, and my young nephew and niece are both dairy intolerant.
So does it change your milk?
Yeah, so
It does.
everything I eat is coming through my milk and into
Right.
my-
So if you have like vegan, then it'll be okay.
yeah, there'll be a different
Wow.
diet,
Yeah.
which I find fascinating. And then
Fascinating.
certain medicines go into your breast milk and some don't. But yeah, everything you eat basically is going to her. So
And it like
you're more mindful.
yeah, a lot more mindful, and it boosts their immune system and their brain health and the development.
I
Like
didn't know until I started breastfeeding myself how amazing it is.
yeah,
Literally, it's antibacterial, antiviral. It's like you said, boost their immune system. It's it got it's a painkiller apparently as well. Loads of different things. So
I love. I don't know.
fascinating.
It's fascinating. Like for me, that is like how anyone can't believe in like something or in magic. It's like just like biology and like atoms and like how our own bodies work.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And I find it crazy sustaining another human solely. Like I'm not putting anything in her other than I know, because I'm very grateful that I can breastfeed. Not everyone can, and there's obviously no shame either way.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful that I can, and it's just amazing that all she's getting is from me.
Yeah.
All her hydration, all her nutrients, her immunity, and that's super special.
It's so special, and I love what you just said there about, not everybody can, but then we have science to help people who can't. It's the same with, giving birth. Not everybody can, but with adoption and IVF and like science, which science is for me, like especially like medical science, it's like an understanding of our magic and being able to harness it. Like doctors are like wizards and witches in a way, and that's why. I mean,
It's like alchemy in a way.
it's alchemy. Everything is alchemy. And it's like, when people are like, oh, well, I don't know, the trans men and shouldn't be pregnant and that whole thing. I'm like, well, why not? There's so many different ways for everybody to do it. And like, it's just
How
not.
bizarre is that? Because that really contradicts the argument of you should be what you're born. Well, if you're born with the anatomy to be able to do it, then why should you not use it?
Girl, it's like,
And don't get me started. I'm sure you feel the same. It's people are just so bothered by trans, but they're also bothered by masculine women and effeminate men. I saw
just bothered.
I saw a documentary the other day about like a masculine woman who was gay. She was married to another woman and they had a baby and she carried the baby. But, at first glance, you might think she was assigned male at birth because she looks very masculine. And she's getting hate mail and people shouting at her in the street because they think she's a trans man having a baby. And it's just a woman with a short haircut and, looks quite masculine and wears what might be considered masculine clothes, jeans and shirts or something.
I mean, it's.
Do you know what I mean? And that is actually a woman.
But this is all the made up stuff as well. Like all clothes are like genders been made up. Like the gender of clothes and makeup and shoes and haircuts. All of that has been made up and been assigned genders, which is like
And they've been for men throughout history as well. Heels and makeup, wigs.
I think the Frenchmen were the first, weren't they? The aristocrats.
God, they did. Thanks to them.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It just blows my mind. Blows my mind.
And I just don't know, if you have a full understanding of like the full animal kingdom and like even like plant biology, everything, there's so many intersex and trans and this, that, and down. It's like, ugh, it's so boring, but it's just been weaponized and monopolized.
If gay, then why would humans?
I just think they're jealous, babes. I think so. And you're part of the community, aren't you, darling?
Darling.
Yes.
Bisexual and proud.
Bisexual.
Always an ally in every way, shape.
I love that. I think being bisexual would suit me because, to be honest, when people buy me things, I don't mind being sexual. So.
Right.
I feel like we shouldn't be naughty on the couch when she's here. I'm like, oh my god. Are you minding your P's and Q's? Yeah? Or
not really. No. Do you know what? We're not minding what we say to a certain extent, but what I have become mindful of is what I'm exposing her to in terms of she might watch on the telly and energy, being around certain people, or being around certain vibes, or maybe watching stuff where she just doesn't understand what they're saying, but she could pick up on the energy, if it's very violent or if it's very dark in certain ways or whatever, I've started to be mindful of maybe not wanting her around that.
Yeah.
So yeah, to a certain extent.
What do you want for her in life?
God,
What a question.
I know, right? A number one question. I just, at the bottom line, want her to be able to be herself. Whatever that is, whatever that takes on. That's the most important thing, I think.
Love you.
Can you imagine not being able to be yourself?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Liz.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my number one priority.
Mm.
And to feel loved and,
Well, she's
not
going to be
have-
fine with that, with you and Lucas as mummy and daddy. I have some fun questions here. Hold on. Wait. Girl, how do you do this? With this isn't even real. This was, do you remember when I did this the first time?
Yeah.
So what happened was I got booked to do a baby shower.
I was going to ask you actually how was it?
So I got booked to do a baby shower for some posh party in Kensington. And I was like, okay, what am I wearing? What am I going to do? And, Jonas had gotten me this and Gorge. And I was like, and because it covers, I was like, well, how can I make it more drag? Turning up at this baby shower. I was like, and so I decided to go pregnant. And they were,
You just had the idea and you're like, this is what I'm going to do.
yeah, it's like, we're straight on to
No, they'll show up pregnant.
No, I just had, they were obsessed. It was so funny. And then I had I just got so much attention because I'd never seen a drag queen, a pregnant drag queen. I hadn't seen it.
Has it?
I mean, I'm sure it must have done, but I just hadn't seen it at that point. I'm sure someone had. Anyway, and so I was like, okay, I was like, being all arty. And I was like, well, it's performance art and I'm birthing this new career. So I said to everyone, I'm going to be pregnant for 9 months and I'm going to do to all my gigs. I lasted 6 weeks. And then
Method acting.
yeah, it was method acting, performance art. And then eventually, and then it was around the time I won the Virgin thing. And so I gave birth on stage to a puppet of myself.
Oh my God. How was that for you?
I made $98 in tips in 2.5 minutes.
Oh my God. They were making it rain.
Girl, they made it rain. I gave birth to her, she, and I made the same costume that I was wearing. She was a very cute little puppet. I don't know where it is, but and then jumped into the splits, sang Shania Twain mashed up with "Don't Call Me Baby."
Of course she did.
Babes, this was yeah, but when I first started drag, I was a bit more fearless because it's no one sort of knew me, so it was I was I'm just going with but then today, I mean, I haven't worn the bump since. I think because I thought we're celebrating motherhood, we're celebrating babbies and women, and I was like, so I would like another cavapoo. We did think about having children.
You did?
But then I met some.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. The thing is, I've got a Virgo moon.
Right.
Which means that I want full stability in all areas of my life before I would do that, especially with my childhood. So it's
yeah.
I would want, I think if we were going to do it, we'd foster or adopt.
Yeah.
Well, that's where.
As well. That's
yeah, I think so because,
rewarding.
that's, well, it can be. If you get a good one. I'm like, if I got me, God.
I know, right? I keep thinking I might have brought karma on myself because I was a troublemaker.
Was you? Was you naughty?
Yeah, in my teenage years, yeah. So, it might come back to bite me on the ass with this one, but hopefully not.
No. No, she's good as gold, though.
Fast asleep now.
She's vibes.
She's got her dad's eyelashes.
Yeah? What's your favourite thing about it?
It's a smile.
Her smile?
She does the most gorgeous smile. You might get one. Might not, but yeah, she's got this she crinkles her eyes before she smiles. The eyes go and then this is wild, mad, toothless grin that lights up her whole face. It's just everything.
Yeah. What surprised you most about motherhood?
God, well, it shouldn't be a surprise because everyone says it.
The love.
But the love, yeah, it's mad.
Is it?
It's absolutely mad. It's overwhelming.
Is that your
Yeah.
favorite thing about it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And the hardest thing is that the worry that comes with it.
The worry that comes with it. Yeah, the anxiety. Like,
Yeah.
I'd go going over several times to see if she's breathing, or she's just like a lot.
I
We've
remember.
got this monitor, and she's only in the next room, but if she goes down for a nap and we're sat watching TV in the other room, and I'm just like that every 2 seconds.
Wow. I mean, I don't like. I remember like George was George Cavapoon, my doggy, but I'd never had a dog before. I don't. He is my baby, but I've always had cats before.
Yeah.
I never had a puppy, and he had hiccups once, and I thought he was having a fit, and
Yeah.
I rang the vet, and Jonas was like, "Yeah, you just
Don't, because I was bad enough with my cats.
what if you, yeah."
Anxious cat mummy, and now it's that times a billion.
But it's always the same with them. You're like it's times a billion. Is it really times a billion? Wow.
Yeah. But you just got to ride it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, just ride it out, embrace every part of it.
Do you want some fun questions?
I do. Hit me.
Hit me with your best shot. What's your favorite techno song?
Ooh,
Top 3.
so many.
I love Man with a Red Face.
Man with the Red Face is one of my all-time favorite
Is it?
classics, and
Yeah.
quite often break it out.
Yeah.
I love Nicole Mudaber is fierce, and like
Yeah.
loads of her tracks are like in my top. And she is an older woman DJ, and she's fierce, and she's also like a top class Formula One driver, which not many people know.
Really?
Yeah,
So.
it's kick ass and awesome, and yeah. So anything by her really. Macy Plex as well.
Yeah. Nice. I'm pretending I know who these people are.
I'm like, yeah. If I'm Nicole Mudaber, I'll say.
Okay. Yeah, but I like it. Is it like
Fierce.
melodic and like
Yeah, some of it's hard, but it's like soulful. It's got soul to it, even the heavy stuff.
Have you heard Gaga's new stuff? Industrial. Do you like it? It's good, isn't it? The industrial dance. Geffelstein has produced the album. Yeah. Yes, mama. He's techno, right? Like hard industrial. Yeah. Papa. Yeah.
Gaga for life, though, honestly.
Right. Okay. Pick a card. Any card.
I feel like you're doing my tarot.
Ooh, we could do that. The tower is downstairs there.
Oh my god, that's a big one.
Is it?
Why do you exist? Wow. Why do I exist? Well, it's an easy answer now about her, because I exist for her. I don't think any of us will ever know why we exist. We just have to trust that we're all here.
But she's your purpose now.
Reason. She's my purpose now.
Yeah.
She's my reason. Yeah. It really does change everything, because you're now thinking about the world that you want.
But
Okay.
yeah.
Which is, I mean, we all think that, future of our children, but when it's actually your
I
child.
mean, that's the thing that scares me about having them. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I got to be like completely selfless. Like what?
I know it's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend it's easy.
Is it just like a switch?
It is.
Wow.
It is.
Mm.
Okay. So, if you had a twin, what is the most important bit of advice you could give them?
That's a good one.
Oh, that is a good one. So, if I was to have a twin, or be, looking at myself, a copy of me, giving them advice, I think I would just say to be fearless as possible. I really think like fear is the thing that holds us back the most.
Yeah.
I guess. And the thing that gets in our way the most. And I don't know, live fearlessly.
Yeah, and it's like fear is the only thing you should really be fearful of is fear itself, because that's where the magic is. That's where the alchemy is.
The alchemy.
Yeah, that's where the magic is. Anything that I've ever been scared of, I've like run towards, and I've always grown and changed for the better, and gained a new like chink of armor.
Of course.
Yeah,
it's transformative.
It is transformative. I feel like alchemy is like the theme of
yes, like word of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the alchemy of breastfeeding and motherhood and the biology and music.
DJing.
Yeah, if you're DJing like and you're good, it's like puppet mastering and that is shamanic, holding space for
It's so weird.
dancing.
And it sounds really cheesy, but I found that some of my favorite gigs I've ever done And like not even necessarily the best gig or the biggest crowd or the most important venue, but just the best gigs is that feeling of looking out and, you know, everything's coming together and you're making magic.
Yeah.
You really are looking out over this whole group of people from all different walks of life, young, old,
Yeah.
you know, different creeds, different races, whatever. It doesn't matter. Everyone's just there dancing to that same beat.
Bringing everyone together.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
magic.
Alchemy.
You're an alchemist, girl. Lola the alchemist. What's your socials? Lola?
Lola UK.
Lola UK. Yeah.
So there is a US one as well.
Uh-huh.
I don't talk about her.
We have to talk about her.
She came after me.
You pioneered first,
I
then.
did. Who wore it best?
Who worked best? Well,
Speaking of, loving these. How apt for today. We're talking about boobies.
celebrating the boobage. You know what? Thank you so much for coming on. Celebrating
me.
girl, like inspiring me, inspiring mothers out there, holding space for alchemy with your music, with you. You are a breastfeeding advocate now.
I am indeed.
You are a female DJ advocate.
Yep,
Yes.
I am indeed. Advocate for everything, really.
Yeah. You're a rock star. I love you.
I love you. Malicious.
You're gonna come and stay about.
I am indeed.
Because on the beach, there's dolphins. That's true. Adelaide has wild dolphins. Taking you dolphins, swimming, jump.
Thanks, babes. I love you. I love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Follow Lola and yeah, for the music, the magic, the alchemy.
The alchemy.
Take care. Mwah. Queen